Nigerians display empty coffin with Tinubu's poster in similar fashion of 2012 protest under Jonathan. The energy you give the universe, the seed you plant, is definitely going to be the seed you get in return. The news in detail, please. Nigerians protesting against bad governance and current economic hardship have publicly displayed an empty coffin with a picture of President Bola Tinubu. In the viral video seen online, the protesters were seen carrying the coffin on their heads to portray a total rejection of Tinubu's government due to the bad policies he had imposed on them. The third day in a row, a massive gathering of Lagos State residents and Take It Back movement converged in Ojota, Lagos State to continue the peaceful protest. Under the banner of the End-Bad governance in Nigeria, the protesters remain united in their pursuit of transformative change and accountability. The slogans and placards that demonstrated have maintained a serene and orderly atmosphere, vocally expressing the demands for enhanced governance and a more promising future for Nigeria. The coffin-carrying incident was similar to what was done to former President Goodluck Jonathan in 2012 in a nationwide protest against the proposed removal of fuel subsidy, in which the current All Progressives Congress APC leaders actively participated. Speaking on the incident, Jonathan has said pictures of his mock coffin displayed in the media during the anti-fuel subsidy removal protest of 2012 traumatized his aged mother, who had lost 8 children. Jonathan has said this in his recently published book titled My Transition Hours. The former president said, and I quote, "The protesters continued unabated. In all of this, one woman I pitied most was my aged mother, who was with me in the State House. Every day she watched on television protesters carrying a casket with my picture on it and having the inscription, 'Rest in Peace.' I could imagine a trauma. This is a woman who had 10 life bets, with only my elder sister and I surviving. Like I say, the measure you give, there is nothing, see, in this life, I want you to understand that there is nothing that you do that will not come back to you. Yeah, you may be repentant of it and all of that, it does not take away the consequences. That is the truth. It doesn't matter whether you're a religious person or not. Let me just say it. Whether you're a Christian or not, the seed you plant will definitely come back to you. There is no two ways about it. This life is a boomerang. Whatever you do will come back to you. So just make sure the good you're doing is more outweighs the evil that you do, because it is not going to be funny. During 2012 protests, when they were doing Jonathan must go, Keneko, the man was pleading with them. The man was even coming out to plead with them, talk to them, listen to them, and at the end of the day, the man, corrected whatever they needed to be corrected. Many people called him weak because he has empathy. Many people call him he does not know anything. Till today, his people of Bayelsa State, they don't like him. Why? Because they said he did not use his position to better the place, because he was avoiding, what he was avoiding was a thing of you come and knowing your people. The thing is, you can never satisfy human being. He was avoiding and only your people now you face now, because he did a lot for the north. I'm telling you. Okay? Now, you don't see him. Tinubu don't see him. Exactly that measure we be say. This one is no more. This one is not more. This is the same measure he gave in 2012. It is happening 12 years later. Exactly 12 years later, it did happen. I'm making sense of the debut. Now listen to this. This is the height of bitterness and hatred. What happened to Jonathan after he's still alive today? Some of the dramatists have even died. Oh, you're saying it's the height of bitterness. My dear, my darling, you must be prepared. This is me reminding you that whatever you do will certainly come back to you. I'm not just going to focus on the government alone. Whatever you do will definitely come back to you. And if you think you're going to escape it, my dear, the consequences is going to be spread out to your generations unborn. There is nothing like, God forbid, there is nothing like it's not my portion. My sister, that is why you should start now and start creating generational blessings for you. As in, make it a cautious effort to be doing things that is going to attract blessings to you and your generation, because, oh boy, if you do things that are going to attract generational curses, they shall inherit. There is no two ways about it. The law of karma, do not trust it anyhow. Yoruba people is the problem of this country. And I keep saying it. Do to others as you want people to do unto you. And also, whatever goes up must surely come down. Shebi Bababolian Van has led protests in Nigeria against military and civilian government and useless them. Let them useless him, because everybody knows he's the father of corruption, embezzlers, and dubious character. When they were doing this in 2012, the man allowed them to do, there was no threat. All this one, they are bringing in protesters from outside, from the north, from wherever, from Sudan, for wherever. Nothing like that. The man, they chest everything. Now, person where they say no get sense, so especially where they're saying they too weak. Carrying coffin with even prolong his life. Beheading is not the antidote to relieve your headache. Peaceful and meaningful protest is the best way to show our grievance, not coughing. I'm not going to say I'm in support of this, but like I say, when you do something, in fact, this is my call, my cue of telling us to be very careful of what we do and be very careful of people who associate yourself with, because you don't know whether waiting the person they pass through and waiting you do before. Make you not go use your head, carry waiting you don't know. This is me just telling us, apart from the protest, telling us that this is a gentle reminder to be even careful of people you associate yourself with. Let us be careful. This is a subtle, gentle reminder that whatever you think you're doing now, calling it enjoyment, so far it is wrong. Your days of payment will come. As you don't enjoy, you go pay. So it is better, whatever you're going through now as a person, see it as a seed you're sowing. You are doing good, you're not paying you in good. Continue seeing it as a seed being sown. As a seed being sown, so that, later, no matter where you did, it will touch you. There are some people, their children, to their fifth generation, it is because of one thing that their great-grandfather did. And as the grandfather enjoyed it, when it was his turn, he also did good. So it will continue. That is why you see some people, let's say, things they go away for them. They know they lack anything. It is a conscious and intentional effort. So if Nigeria won't inherit good, make everybody start to behave good. If we so bad, we go real bad. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest